Live from central Pennsylvania, this is CBS 21 News This Morning.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Sherry Christian. Here's a look at the top stories this morning. Breaking news regarding a terrorist attack in a French city, who police have just identified as the gunman, and the latest on the intense search to find him. Plus, President Trump issues an ultimatum in the battle over his proposed border wall, what he's threatening if Democrats don't give him what he wants. And it's the busiest time of the year for the Postal Service. We get an inside look at the Harrisburg packaging facility as the clock runs out for folks to send those holiday packages. But first, let's get a check of weather and traffic with Steve Knight and Ashley Honey.
Yeah, it's about 2 weeks to go, right?
That's right?
Until the big day. All right, well, we've got a warmer start to the day. Some clouds overnight actually acting as our friend and kind of blanketing the atmosphere. So a lot of spots are good 10 to 15 degrees warmer. Many spots that are into the 30s here this morning. So it definitely has a little bit of a warmer feel when you step outside. Fairly quiet throughout the day today. We are watching, though, this weak little wave of energy that wants to slide through here very early tomorrow morning, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. That could put down just a quick coating of snow prior to the morning commute. It doesn't look like much. Current model picking up on about a coating. Harrisburg points to the north. I think you folks in Lancaster, York, Adams, Franklin counties may miss out altogether. So pretty quiet today, around 40. A couple of morning snow showers tomorrow. And then Friday, we'll see the clouds thicken up with some rain pushing in during the late afternoon and evening hours.
Good morning and a very happy Wednesday to you. Checking in on things in Lancaster this morning where we're doing A-OK. Really no accidents or delays for you to worry about all across our viewing region this morning. Major roadways doing just fine. Route 30, the PA Turnpike, 283, Capitol Beltway all moving nicely. Same goes for 222 out of Lancaster if you're heading south, and those inner city Lancaster roads. That's a look at your members first. Traffic alert.
Breaking news this morning. French authorities have identified the suspected Strasbourg gunman as 29-year-old man who was known as an extremist. And this is a live look right now into France, where we are waiting for a press conference any minute. 3 people were killed, 11 others injured in the attack. The gunman escaped the scene, setting off a large-scale manhunt. Ashley, also following the story in the Alert Center this morning. Ashley, the developments just keep coming in.
Yeah, Sherry, we're in the midst of a very active investigation right now, and as we're learning more about that 29-year-old suspect named Sharif Shakat, who police say have criminal records in both France and Germany. In fact, police searched Shakat's apartment just hours before the shooting for an investigation into an attempted murder, but Shakat was not home at the time. Shakat is still at large at this point. Authorities thinking he may have actually fled to neighboring Germany. However, the French government says they've already detained 5 other people in connection to the shooting. Authorities are still urging people to remain inside this morning as police officially open the shooting as an investigation of terrorism.
President Trump says the U.S. needs a border wall to prevent people from coming into the U.S. illegally. And yesterday he warned top Democrats he won't back down. The president told them to either approve a $5 billion funding plan for the wall or face a partial government shutdown. House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi says she's disappointed with the ultimatum.
That we have a Trump shutdown as a Christmas present, a holiday present to the American people.
About 25% of the federal government would be affected by the shutdown. New this morning, police in York issue an arrest warrant for a man wanted in connection to a shooting. Police are looking for 21-year-old DeJuan Williams. They believe Williams was involved in a shooting that sent a teen to the hospital. The teen was shot in the chest in the 900 block of Hay Street on November 28th. Harrisburg police are looking for a man they say sexually assaulted a 17-year-old girl. Police say this man offered to help the victim after her vehicle was stolen outside of City Gas on State Street 2.5 weeks ago. She says the man offered his help, but instead took her back to his house and assaulted her. 2 elementary school students in Lancaster are recovering after being hit by a pickup truck. The children, ages 7 and 8, were hit right outside George Washington Elementary School yesterday morning. Police say the siblings were being treated for minor injuries. The driver has been identified as a 63-year-old Lancaster man. Police say he stopped at the stop sign but didn't see the children because of sun glare. He was cited for failing to yield to pedestrians in a crosswalk. Harrisburg police are still on the lookout for a person who hit a woman with their vehicle. The victim, 60-year-old Dr. Laura Johnson Hummel of Washington County, died. She was hit by a vehicle in the area of South 3rd and Chestnut Streets on November 26th. The driver never stopped.
That's just a crime. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. It is a busy area, and at 5 o'clock it's nuts because there are buses coming around the corners. There's no left-hand turn on that at that traffic light.
The vehicle that hit her is believed to be a Ford Windstar made sometime between 1999 and 2003. They don't know the color of the vehicle, but police say the driver's side's front headlight would be damaged. A judge has set a $1 million bail for a woman accused of causing a crash in Lidditz that killed 2 high school students. 63-year-old Deborah Slaymaker Walker will not be remanded to prison. Instead, she'll be on house arrest until her next court appearance. The crash killed 2 Warwick High School students in October. Slaymaker Walker faces multiple charges, including criminal homicide. The holiday season is in full swing, and we're getting an inside look at how the United States Post Office operates during its busiest time of the year. CBS 21's Joe Ducey is live in Susquehanna Township this morning to show us what it takes to keep up with the demands of processing millions of packages. Morning, Joe.
Yeah, Sherry, good morning. This holiday season, the U.S. Postal Service will handle about 900 million packages, and about 3 million of them will be processed right here at this processing and distribution center. It's more than a 600,000 square foot facility. Take a look at that. The equipment responsible for most of the heavy lifting is the automated package processing system. On a regular day, it handles about 87,000 packages, but during the holiday season, on the post office's busiest days, that number jumps to more than 120,000. Officials say it's a drastic change from just a few years ago.
Peak holiday maybe 10 years ago was two weeks before Christmas, but because of online shopping, it's now a 2-month period.
If you want to make sure your packages arrive in time for the holidays, the Postal Service suggests mailing Priority Express International packages by December 15th, retail ground packages by the 14th, first class mail and priority mail by the 20th, and Priority Mail Express by December 22nd. So, Sherry, you still have a few days to get my Christmas gifts in the mail, so they're here in time for Christmas. For now, we'll send it back to you live in Susquehanna Township. Joe Ducey, CBS 21 News.
Joe, you stole my line. I was going to say the exact same thing. Well, it's a heartbreaking story that has caught the attention of people across the country. The death of a 9-year-old girl from Alabama, the unbearable bullying she went through that caused her to take her own life. Plus, a lawyer who made his career protecting President Trump is set to learn whether cooperating with federal investigators will lessen his punishment for lying to Congress.
Yeah, you know, a little warmer this morning. We'll certainly take it. As chilly as it's been, I'll let you know we could see a few snow showers with my first morning forecast.